Are you spending too much time thinking about millennials? Welcome everyone to episode number 1 of The Future in 5, where I share my ideas and thoughts on the future of work, a couple minutes at a time. Today I want to talk a little bit about millennials. I was at a conference recently and I was talking about the future of work, and one of the 5 trends that I always talk about is millennials. And after the conference I had a couple people come up to me and say, we have a lot of millennials entering our company and we're having a really hard time trying to figure out what we should do about it. And as they started telling me their story, I realized that they were overly focused on millennials in the workplace. And they actually sort of treated millennials like they were these separate creatures that nobody has ever seen or heard of. And I told them the same thing that I tell every other company that I speak with. If you were to remove all the millennials from your organization, you would still have plenty of people that care about flexible work, that care about doing meaningful work, that care about having their values and goals and aspirations aligned to those of the organization, that care about a career path. This isn't just a millennial thing. Now, millennials are important when it comes to the future of work because they are supposed to be the majority of the workforce over the next few years. And it's true that a lot of millennials may not know what it's like to sit in a cubicle or to get 200 emails a day or to use legacy technologies. But we have to remember that the attitudes and the values that millennials have, not all of them are unique to just millennials. This is something that is relevant to any future employee. And a future employee isn't an age thing, it's a mind thing, it's a mindset thing. It's how you think about work, it's how you approach work, it's how you deal with work. And that isn't just about millennials. So when we think about this new younger generation becoming dominant in the workplace, it's important to realize that it's not just about the millennials. There are still plenty of other generations that we need to think about. There are still plenty of other generations that are going to be working together. Now, when it comes to flexibility and real-time feedback, etc., again, this is something that all generations care about. So let's not paint millennials with this big, broad brush and make it sound like they are so completely different and so unique from anybody else in the workplace that we need to freak out about it. Because at the end of the day, they're not. I mean, they're people just like everybody else, and countless studies are showing that their attitudes and expectations aren't that different than other generations. So before you start thinking about how millennials are impacting your organization, maybe you should switch that conversation around and say, how are these new mindsets of future employees going to impact our organization? Because then you're going to realize it's not just about millennials, it's about pretty much everybody that works for your company.